Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Versatility Podcast. I am your host, Jader Cheris. Welcome to the third annual JC Versatility Podcast Awards. It is the final day of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, it is New Year's Eve. We are just about under 8 hours away from entering a new year, a new experience, a new calendar year. Of course, China, Japan, most of Asia, and some countries in Europe are just a couple hours away from entering 2024. But of course, I'm in the East Coast, so I still got around 8 hours to wait till 2024 comes. But I am here to host the third annual JC Versatility Podcast Awards, and this shit's already dying, and I just started recording. Anyways, let's get straight to it. Excuse me, I'm already kind of, intrigued by it. Again, I'm dressed up. I got my suit. I'm wearing the Circus Maximus shirt that I got for the Utopia tour, just because, just why not? And of course, the little necklace. Don't mind me. And I just, showered and everything, so we're ready to go. Let's get straight to it. But before we get to the award show, let me just kind of go over certain things that I didn't talk about in the last episode. Starting with the top 50 albums of 2023. 23! Yes, sir. So, I got the list right here. Top 50 albums. Except, I am not going to reveal 5 to 1. Because those are to be decided. And of course, I have them on my my notes and everything, so we're all chilling. You know what? Fuck this. Maybe I'm just turn this shit off. Fuck it. Anyways, we're going to use it as a prop. Fuck it. We're going to use it as a prop. Doesn't matter. Just shit doesn't want to work. We'll make it work. Fuck it. Let's start off with the top 50 albums of 2023. Starting at number 50, I got New Blue Sun by Andre 3000. At number 49, I got Get Up, New Jeans EP. At 48, I have Like by Ice Spice. Number 47, I have 11 O'Clock by Chris Brown. 46, Tension by Kelly Minogue. Number 45, I got Keitra Mine. Number 44, The Loveliest Time by the Carly Rae Jepsen. Super surprised by this sound. One of the better pop records of the year. Number 43, A Love Letter to You 5, Trippie Redd. Number 42, 1989, Taylor's Version. Number 41, Fountain Baby by Amiri. Number 40, Larger Than Life by Brent Faiyaz. Number 39, Lovesick Deluxe by Don Toliver. Number 38, I got Playing Robots Heaven or From Heaven from James Blake. Number 37, Electric Dust, Leon Thomas. Number 36, The Patience, Mick Jenkins. Number 35, Something to Give Each Other, Troye Sivan. 34, In Pieces by Chloe. 33, I got Magic 3 by Nas. Number 32, I got Burning Desire by Mike. Number 31, I got Falling or Flying by Georgia Smith. And number 30, I got Pink Tape by Lil Uzi Vert. Number 29, I got Sex, Money, Drugs by Lucky. Number 28, I got A Gift and a Curse by Gunna. Number 27, Forward or Moreward, the deluxe version as well, by Jordan Ward. Number 26, Mañana Será Bonito by Karol G. Number 25, How Do You Sleep at Night? Tizo Touchdown. Number 24, Alone at Prom. What the fuck is that noise? Upstairs, they're making such a fucking mess for no reason, causing a disturbance. 24, Alone at Prom Deluxe by Tory Lanez. 23, Scientists and Engineers by Killer Mike. My arm is hurting. Think Later at number 22 by Tate McRae. Love this record. 21, The Estate Sale. The Call Me If You Get Lost Deluxe by Tyler, the Creator. At 20, Let's Start Here by Lil Yachty. At number 19, I got Fat D For All the Dogs, Scary Hours 3 edition, pretty much. Number 18, Bichota Season by Karol G. Number 17, Jackman by Jack Harlow. Number 16, Tech by Lil Tecca. 15, I got Set It Off by Offset. Number 14, I got The First Time, The Kid Leroy. 13, I got Quarantana by Danny Brown. Number 12, Lehigh, Sampha. Number 11, about to enter the top 10 after this one, A Great Chaos, Ken Carson. At number 10, Silence Between Songs, Madison Beer. Number 9, Voyage Vert, however you say it, Earl Sweatshirt and the Alchemist. Number 8, Scarlet by Doja Cat. Number 7, The Great Escape. And number 6, Heaven Knows. I will reveal the top 5 at some point, so don't worry about it. Those are the top 50 albums from 50 to 5, or 50 to 6, because I haven't revealed the top 5 yet. Let's move on to the next part of the episode. So, we already got the top 50 albums listed here. There's still a couple other things I could point out and this and that. Yeah, let's talk about the biggest things of the year. Let's talk about 25 moments of 2023. Things that happened throughout the year that maybe have been questionable, were amazing, successful, failed, or whatever the case may be. These are the biggest headlines of 2023, biggest moments in sports, music, pop culture, etc., etc. Let's get straight to it. No particular order. I just wrote 25 down here. Let's start off with Rihanna's halftime show. She performed a bunch of her best singles, and it was great. I honestly enjoyed this halftime performance more than a lot of people did. I know a lot of people didn't enjoy the halftime performance. I did for the most part. It wasn't her best performance, I will admit that. And also, she revealed to the world that she was pregnant and then eventually gave birth to that child. But anyways, that was a great experience right there, watching the halftime show. And Rihanna has hits, and Rihanna's one of my favorite female artists of all time. One of my favorite pop stars in the last decade. 2 decades. So yeah, that's fair enough for me. And number 2, or at least the second one that I got here, is when Barbie and Oppenheimer both came out July 21st. Both came out at the same day. And well, it was a huge moment. It was a huge moment in cinema history. The 2 of the biggest movies of the year came out the same day, and it was, a moment to live. A lot of people went to the theaters to see Barbie and then to see Oppenheimer, or people went kind of choose, pick their battles. I mean, the media kind of made it into Barbenheimer. They just transformed into both worlds collide. Some people were rivals. Some people were Team Barbie. Some people were Team Oppenheimer. Some people just were like, I'll try to watch both and this and that, see what the hype is all about. And that was the case there. Number 3, unfortunately, the passing of Matthew Perry, who was the one of the lead roles from Friends, who played Chandler Bing. Honestly, one of my favorite character, from the Friends sitcom show. So of course, rest in peace to Matthew Perry. It sucks that the way he passed so tragically was unfortunate, but he's in a better place now. And may God rest his soul. Number 4, when GTA 6, the teaser was leaked. A day before they announced that Tuesday morning they were going to reveal a little teaser, a little 90-second clip of what GTA 6 might look like. And GTA 6 has been hyped up for years, for a decade, for at least one full decade. I mean, if you're waiting for a video game for 10 fucking years, it must be next level amazing. So a lot of people are expecting GTA 6, to be the greatest video game to have ever come out, and it will be for a while. And the teaser kind of gives us a little bit of interesting things. It kind of gives us a teaser of what Florida really incites on: hookers, drugs, all the great GTA 6 activity things that you may, or all the GTA activities you will receive. Except there's a bunch of other things involved. They involve like the social media aspect, the random things that just happen in Florida, the regular things. A fucking crocodile just happens to live in your pool for some reason. Some girl twerking on the top of the car while they're driving in the I-95 highway. Typical Miami shenanigans. That's going to be incorporated in the video game. And I'm honestly super excited, coming from being right now broadcasting this shit from Miami, Florida. It should be interesting to see what this game is where it's all going to go now. So it should be fun to see. Number 5, I got to talk about when Utopia dropped. When Utopia dropped, the mainstream was never the same. It was so boring this season. This year. In the mainstream rap before Uzi dropped Pink Tape, and then even went before Travis dropped Utopia. It's just a bunch of mediocre releases. I think R&B won over rap overall this year up until Utopia came out, and then eventually rap music started taking on a lot better. A lot of better albums came out throughout September, October. Some of the best albums came out mostly September, October, and even November. And of course, end of July when Utopia was dropped, July 28th, excuse me. So that's when, then we got, let me just add both of these together. We got the Eras Tour and the Renaissance Tour. God knows how much Taylor Swift and Beyonce made from those two tours. Them ladies are some hard working ass women, and they are some of the badass and some of the most fucking fearless women out there in the world in the music industry. These are the two queens that rule the charts, that rule power, that have their own economy. And this tour itself can be its own economy. I did not attend any of these two tours, but I've seen so many clips from people. Even when I am not really invested too much into the Taylor Swift social media, I do listen to Taylor Swift from time to time on my own, but I do not follow pretty much any Taylor Swift related content. All over my TikTok, that shit was on my For You page. And same with Beyonce, except I do follow Beyonce on Instagram. So that's kind of a little different. And the outfits, the aesthetic, the amount of people, the headlines, the headliners, the people who performed at the Eras tour, Sabrina Carpenter, Gracie Adams, whoever else fucking performed or headlined at the Eras tour. It was a huge moment for all of those artists. Why is my neck hurting? I'm back. All right, so those two were huge moments of the year for sure. This was kind of random. This actually happened a couple weeks ago, but Selena Gomez is now dating this fucking Benny Blanco dude, this producer. Selena, please, like like you know better. Don't date this dude. Like I know you know better. Like I don't know, man. She her taste in men may not be perfect, to be honest with you. So I'm kind of concerned that this might not go well. I'm only hoping the best for her, though. I'm only hoping that he treats her right, because that's all I could say. Speaking of relationships, Travis Kelsey and Taylor fucking Swift ruled pop culture and even the NFL. Still to this day, because every time Taylor Swift is at an NFL game, seeing Travis Kelsey ball out, well, we're gonna exclude ball out, because Travis Kelsey really hasn't balled out this season. He hasn't really had a great season, to be completely honest with y'all. But either way, headlines. I mean, we got a superstar, NFL player, and then we got the biggest pop star in the world, or the biggest musician in the world, and Taylor Swift. I mean, the NFL, music. When we have an athlete and a musician dating, it's like a different ball game. You know what I mean? Especially fucking Taylor Swift, and then Travis Kelsey being one of the better players in the league as well, playing for the defending champions in the Kansas City Chiefs. So that was a huge headline. Even though it's gotten annoying at certain points, seeing the NFL post a bunch of Taylor Swift related stuff, and it got a little, I'm not gonna lie, it got a little fucking sick and tiring about it. But you know what I mean? It looks like now Taylor Swift is a huge football fan because of her new boyfriend. And I mean, no, they look like a lovely couple. They look like they're happy together. You know what I mean? Hopefully Travis treats her right and this and that. I'm rooting the best for Travis. You know what I mean? I be watching their podcast, his podcast, New Heights, with his brother Jason. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of Travis Kelsey. I like Travis Kelsey. You know what I mean? He hasn't had the best season this year, and I mean the Chiefs overall has been kind of a fucking chaotic mess. But I like this man overall. He's a pretty cool guy. Seems to be a pretty interesting person. And well, I mean, he's dating one of the biggest people on planet Earth. I mean, Taylor Swift is more popular than fucking a bunch of presidents around the world, than political leaders around the world. I mean, Taylor Swift is just the it girl for a lot of people, a lot of people. Not saying for me personally, but I mean, again, who is going to debate that? Nobody. Now to transition to something, I'm not going to look. I don't want to talk too much about it, right? Because it's very much deserving of a whole episode to talk about this. But maybe in the future, when I feel a little bit more comfortable and when I feel a little bit more educated on the situation, I could maybe discuss it a little bit further, detail and this and that. But obviously, we can't talk about 2023 and think about the whole world in general. I mean, a lot of these stuff are related around, you know, kind of pointless things to a certain extent. Headlines that are just kind of there to entertain people, to kind of encourage people, or like, oh, this is for entertainment purposes. But unfortunately, this situation that's going on in Gaza and in Palestine and all of this, it is really shaking up the world, and it's just showing us, the true colors of what the outside world behind all these moments or all these headlines that I'm talking about here show out to the rest of the world. I mean, obviously, if you're living under a rock, you kind of am aware of what's going on in Gaza and what's going on with the Israeli attacks and everything. And I mean, all I could say right now, and all I'm gonna say right now, is obviously rest in peace, man, to all those people that have gone through that have passed, the children. You know, the more I talk about it, the more I'm thinking about it right now in my head, the more I kind of want to, say something and be more encouraging towards other people. But I mean, there's just things around the world that is just bigger than us. All of this shit is pointless. I could, whatever. This is all for entertainment and this and that. But this, this is something serious going on, and people are going through this, man, every single day. So be grateful that, for what you have. You may not have everything in life. I sure don't fucking have everything in life. But guess what? I have more than enough to be able to live comfortably and deal with the issues that I got to deal with at some point, and I got to face forward on. But guess what? Everybody got to deal with their own things. And the people over there in Gaza, the people over there in other cities around Israel and Palestine, this and that, and even throughout the whole Middle East, for years, this has just been a battle, and it's just been terror and chaos and just true, like a lack of moral, a lack of like, just it feels like humanity is just, it's inhumane. I mean, seriously, like the things are going on over there. You try not to process it, and you try not to think, well, this is really going on in the real world, and there's so much that we don't even know about still, and in other parts of the country too. I mean, we're paying attention to just these three countries in the Middle East, and we're looking around other places around the world. What's going on in fucking Venezuela and other places, in Colombia, and yeah, and fucking Russia. I mean, God knows, man. God, God fucking knows, man, what's going on in other countries, man, and it's a really serious thing. And obviously it's something very taboo to kind of lean into and have a true discussion about it. But I had to bring it up because it was definitely something worthy to mention, because I mean, not only is it just alarming to know and to tell people that this is going on in the real world, it's also just frightening to think about at times, man. It definitely is. And I mean, I respect people who are trying to, who's protesting, supporting, donating, doing all they can to try to make a cause, to make something, to make change happen. But I mean, this has been going on for so long, and God knows when this is going to end, and what things could change afterwards. But it's been messy over there, man. It really has been a very sticky and very unfortunate situation, man. And I pray for all those people there. I know my prayers can't do everything to make the change happen, but only time will tell. Only time will tell, and things have to change. I mean, there's no doubt about it. There's always have to be something that has to go with the right and the wrong, and the wrong just kind of just takes over, man. And a lot of people have had enough of it. A lot of people have had enough of it. I'm sure it's sick and tired of talking about it. Just seeing children getting murdered by random terrorist attacks, by bombing hospitals, bombing schools. Like you think about that, you're just like, I mean, my God, like this isn't possible. This, like, you truly just try to figure out why this needs to happen. Why is this like a solution? Why is this even occurring? and it's all for the stupidest reasons. You know, when you really think about it too much, it's always for something that is bigger than us, and it's unfortunate, man. Um, so of course, I pray for all the people over there, man. I can't do everything. I don't have all the. I'm not a superhero, and I can't change everything what's going on over there. But I had to bring it up and kind of just put light to the situation, but also just figuring things out in a latter day. Of course, I don't know everything, so there's a lot that I don't know, and there's things that I do know, and maybe I won't mention it because I don't want to sound dumb or just pointing out things that I may not know fully of. So there's that. But transitioning and moving on from that, we got Twitter leaving as the main title of Twitter, and it's Elon Musk taking over that but motherfucking company, and now X is what Twitter was formerly called. So I'm still not calling it X. I'm still saying Twitter. Fuck the X there. You know what I mean? Um, are y'all calling it X or are y'all still calling it Twitter? You could comment that down below. Also, another social media headline. I mean, Threads. Do y'all even have Instagram Threads or like just Threads in general? It's pretty much just a Twitter form of Instagram. You just tweet stuff or just note stuff. I mean, there's notes on Instagram. Instagram is just trying to be all kind of fucking social media. They're trying to be Twitter. They're trying to be TikTok with the fucking Instagram Reels. They're trying to be Instagram themselves. They're just trying to take over every single and they got messages and everything. So it's like what Instagram's trying to take over all kinds of social media and combining that shit into one. Who the fuck got Threads? I think I still have it downloaded on my phone, but nobody. Who the fuck who actually uses Threads? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Also, another thing was going on was the Hollywood strike. A lot of actors and actresses were protesting over certain disputes on labor and a bunch of things that were accusing with with like other producers and other workers who worked at Hollywood and this and things like that. So that became a whole shenanigan and a huge thing. This year also has been a big year in divorces and breakups. I mean, earlier in the year, it was people getting married for 10, 15, 20 years, getting divorced. Maybe even some couples you would think, oh, they're going to last forever. And boom, poof, it just breaks up. I mean, there's a bunch to notice, but I think some of them you can really think about in your head. But it's been going on. It's been a lot, especially earlier this year. It felt like everybody was breaking up. It's like nobody has a chance at this point. Everybody just stay single, stay at that. And number five, I got number 15. Excuse me. I have Messi when he officially signed the deal to come over to Inter Miami and play, and then obviously winning his first 7 games in Miami to win the League's Cup with us, and then eventually, the MLS the thing was just kind of a failure. But that's because he wasn't really playing those games. And yeah, maybe next season we will win the MLS Cup with Messi. And of course, Messi joining Inter Miami, revolutionary for the sport of soccer in America. And everybody and their mama was trying to see Messi. You saw LeBron, you saw KD, you saw fucking Kim Kardashian, you saw all the biggest celebrities around the world coming to Miami and seeing Messi play in his first game and even other games that he played in LA, this and that. Oh man, the world was tapping in when Messi made his debut in Miami and coming to LA, coming to other big places in New York as well. So I mean, big up for Messi coming here and being the savior of Miami soccer football team. Next, you got Jada Pinkett Smith when she wrote her memoir about Tupac and probably just about Tupac. I haven't read the memoir, but it's just probably fun fact. I went to Walmart one day and I saw the book on Walmart, and I'm like, oh god, this is the book that everyone's talking about right now and everything. I was just like, you know what? I'm not buying this fucking book, but let me just open up to a random page. Random page. Just let me go to page fucking 58 or whatever. And I am not kidding. The very first thing I fucking read, kiss me, Tupac. Kiss me. That woman. needs help. And it died again. Awkward. She needs help. She needs help. Anyways, also speaking of another memoir from a little celebrity, Britney Spears also dropped her memoir, and that was huge. That was huge. That was huge. Damar Hamlin, obviously, to start the year off, Damar Hamlin, the whole incident where he was carted off the field and had suffered cardiac arrest on the field during the Bills and Bengals Monday Night Football game to start the year of 2023. And fortunately, of course, he's still here and he's still playing football, but yeah, man, that was a very scary situation that happened, and then we were all just worried about his health and this and that, and it was very concerning to watch. But luckily, he's doing good right now. Another football-related headline: Aaron Rodgers coming to the New York Jets. Come on now, coming to the New York Jets. It happened. It just unfortunately just couldn't do much because he got hurt in his fourth play of his Jets career so far. It's not even a career yet, to be honest with you. Then we got Guts, Olivia Rodrigo, when it came out September or something. I forgot what day exactly, but that was a huge moment in pop music. And of course, as soon as I heard the album, I'm like, okay, we're ready for a top 5 album this year, guaranteed. And guess what? You probably assume that it's in my top 5. It is. Don't worry about it. Also, what happened at the Titanic submarine, and there was like people going underwater in a little submarine that was compact, and it was just pretty much just crushed in the inside, and it was a disaster, and unfortunately killed like 4 or 5 people underwater. And this was a whole like this was like a whole discovery, trying to see the deep ends of like certain parts of the Titanic. This was like a research thing, and of course they had to pay fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars to even get a chance to to lose their life. And I'm not gonna lie, man, people were very out of pocket when the headlines first broke out, because people were making memes like, man, y'all so stupid for fucking paying all that money just to go underwater and fucking get killed and shit, not thinking that nothing was gonna happen. Look, guys, I get it. Most of us would never fucking do that. Would I ever do that? Fuck no. Fuck no. But I don't think it was very appropriate that around that same exact time you heard about the whole incident, we gotta talk about the people that just lost families. They just lost a brother, a son, a daughter, an in-law, or whatever, a mom, a dad. You know what I mean? They were all adults, granted, but still, to the grandparents or to their parents. It's like, fuck, man, I lost my 30-year-old son at the submarine thing. It sucks, man. It does suck. It does fucking suck. And rest in peace to those people, man. But I feel like it just kind of taught a lot of us a lesson, maybe, to certain people, or kind of just putting a point where maybe it's just too dangerous to just kind of go through that kind of stuff. But you could say the same thing for astronauts going into space. Realistically, you have to be this insane mindset to just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to fucking space and expect things to go good or flawless, or just things to not escalate to a really bad extent, for things to not start lighting up on fire, for things to not start exploding or this and that, like for chaos to not ensure. All I gotta say is like you must be on something else for that. For me to convince myself to go to space, it's cool to think about it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Who the fuck wouldn't want to go to space, just thinking of the idea of going outside of the fucking planet? But there's so much behind it. And it's not like anybody is just worthy of going to fucking space. You have to dedicate your whole fucking life to it. But still, it's still a huge risk for you. And same thing going underwater. You were brave enough to do that. And I can respect that. But, man, unfortunately, it just cost people's lives. So that's all I got to say. Rest in peace to those people, man, for sure. Another meme that honestly is more meme-worthy was when that Donald Trump mugshot came out, where he's just looking all fucking He's looking all fucking pissed and shit. I mean, a lot of people had that shit as their profile pictures on social media. I had that. I even had it for like a couple days, even then I just took it off just to join the trend. I'm not gonna lie, I did join that little trend, just fucking putting it on my putting on my TikTok for a little bit, and I just delete that shit after. But that was cool. Hip hop turned 50 years old. It is half a century old. Hip hop has been around for half a century, guys. That's crazy. Um, Omegle shuts down. Not really much of a surprise, but still kind of was a surprise. Omegle. I met some cool people on Omegle. I literally have a friend from Oklahoma that I talk to from time to time, and I met him on Omegle. And he's fucking cool as fuck. I mean, we talk about music and a bunch of other shit, and it's always a time of our life. It's always a time. It's always a time, a good time talking to him. It's pretty cool. So it kind of sucks that I don't maybe have another opportunity to have like that moment to like meet another person through like those fucking crazy ass websites. Granted, there's like other websites you can use. Like there's a Omi TV or some shit, and then there's like Monkey. Those are like other online like chat video things that you can still do even after Omegle shut down. But for clear reasons, Omegle got shut down. I mean, there's so many fucking pedophiles and a bunch of people showing their dicks on screen, and you know, there's children too on the thing. Like the restrictions are so weak, man. It says you got to be 12 and older or whatever. There's fucking 4-year-olds in that shit, and yeah, I'm like, yeah, let me get away from that. I mean, if you can go I mean, this is a real fucking challenge right here. If you stay in Omegle for like 2 hours and you don't see a single penis, I mean, you are blessed, to be honest with you. Because almost every time I did go on Omegle, there was guaranteed an Indian cock. I'm gonna see you there, and it was not what I was expecting, and it would always catch me off guard. It's like even if I knew I was gonna see a dick at some point and just skip that shit immediately, I still just get caught off guard every single time. Or if it's not showing their dicks, it's them stroking it. Or it's them insinuating that they're going to do it. Or something. Or even just them laying down with their drawers on. And that's it. Maybe they're not even touching their dick, but you know what they're fucking going to do. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that Omegle kind of shut down for that. But obviously, you know, there's other ways to communicate with people online. There's other websites now. So we're on to Monkey, we're on to Omi TV, we're on to other fucking websites. So we're good. And then to end it off, we got Ohtani signing that $700 million contract. I mean, fucking $700 million. $700 million? Are you fucking insane? You're fucking insane. Ohtani, he deserves it. He deserves it. I mean, it's Ohtani. I mean, he's the superstar. Now, before we get to, I'm going to do one more thing, and then we get to the awards show. And then we get to recap my 2023. And then again, we just kind of conclude the episode from there. So I got 10 music trends that we need to get the fuck out of here for 2024. We need these music trends to just die, to just kind of put an end to it all. We need it. We need that shit. We need it bad. We need it bad. So let's start off with number one. Rappers, or even just artists. I'm not. A lot of these are kind of rappers, but this can go into other positions as well. Rappers using samples in a very lazy and pretty much use it as a carry job. Some of the best songs ever are sampled from old music because sampling is just a part of it's an art form. In music, a lot of producers use it as a huge technique to gravitate towards an audience. I mean, what is better than making a song by having the song pieced up to another song and then just kind of make it your own? You know what I mean? Sampling is so beautiful. Like, you could rearrange things the way you want it and this and that. But the way a lot of artists are sampling their music is just putting the hook of the song, using it as the hook of their song, as if that's the song itself, and just kind of putting in and out lyrics on their own verses. Example, First Class. I think that's one big example you can think of. The sample does the hook. The sample does even pretty much most of the load. I mean, Jack will give you the verses in this and that because he has to, right? He has to contribute something. But with the hooks, they just kind of get lazy with the samples. Same thing with Everybody by Nicki Minaj and Lil Uzi. That sample is crazy, but it carries the most majority of the song. Did we really need Nicki Minaj or Uzi on that shit? No, we didn't. And the song using that sample, that's all they really did. I mean, they made it more Jersey Clubby, so the beat is kind of like, faster tone, faster pace, and this and that. But using that sample is just gonna do most of the job. Y'all gotta use it the right way. Y'all gotta incorporate your own spin to it. Don't. This is like I told my buddy, you can copy off my fucking homework, but make sure you change some of the answers so it doesn't look like you just straight up copied my fucking homework. I got 20 questions. If 3 of them are A, the rest are like C's and B's. Switch them around or some shit. Like, don't just put them in this right position the whole time. Like, make it change it up. Get some wrong on purpose so you don't get 20 out of 20 right. Like, change it up. Add a little spice to it. This is your own song. Put whatever spin, loop it, reverb, whatever the fuck you want to add to it. Add to it. Do it. But don't just fucking put the sample and just pussy. My dog. Or whatever the song, however the song goes, or however the sample goes, you just recite it or whatever. Like, come on. Do better than that. Number 2, I got rappers performing. Performing in quotations. They go on stage. They have a microphone. They have a DJ playing the music in the background, doing, setting up the music, curating that shit, making sure that the music is banging, and everyone's having a good time. He's in charge of that. That's his job. The artist is here to perform. He's here to put some heart into his performance. He's here to actually show y'all he's giving y'all a worthy performance because y'all paid to see this motherfucker perform. Just for these motherfuckers to let the song play, let the lyrics go, let the hook and the verses just go along, and he just taps into the mic and just does a little thing to add on to the song. They don't even recite the lyrics, lyric by lyric. They cut in at whatever time. They're doing ad-libs to their own songs. They're not fully invested into performing the song that they made themselves. You are on stage performing in front of a crowd. Your fans or a festival, whatever the case may be. You need to understand. The least you can do is give them a performance. Don't just fucking go up on stage and just perform the song. Perform, again, quotations. Perform the song by just adding your little 2 cents to it. Give me all you got. Give me all the lyrics. Are you going to hit every single note? Maybe you might fuck up the line. All right, but you're a human being. You're a human being. No one's going to crucify you for that. But my God, make it a little bit more interesting than just fucking putting your 2 cents to it. You're putting your 2 cents into a should be 100% performance. Just try to actually give your fans an experience. There's a bunch of rappers that do the same, like a bunch of rappers. Bro, Rolling Loud? There's a bunch, bro, I saw a bunch of clips from Rolling Loud. People are not even performing. They're just letting the song play out and just letting something, it's just lazy. It's just lazy. That's why some of the best performers are in a different stratosphere. That's why Travis Scott can never do that. He can never do that. And he's just one example. There's a bunch of artists that do the same thing. Shit, I've seen Drake do the same thing. Imagine, I've seen fucking Drake do that same thing. And it doesn't happen all the time. But man, gotta change it up. Do something different. Come on. Number 3, we got labels releasing too many posthumous releases. Juice WRLD, X, Pop Smoke. I feel like we could limit to 1 album posthumous, and then we should be good to go. one more album after their passing is good enough because it gives the fan something to experience after the passing, something tragic. So it's like an award, it's like a remembrance thing. The album is like, okay. But as soon as we're pushing 2, 3 albums, or even little Lucy singles years after he passes or the artist passes, it's just doing way too much. Unless we're re-releasing certain things or like different versions or remixes or whatever, which I guess could be very hit or miss because remixes for me are very hit or miss. Mostly misses because I'm not a huge fan of that many remixes. But still, then it could be acceptable. But there's just labels that are just there was no need for a Juice World song to be released in 2023. Like, let it go. They dropped already 2 posthumous albums. One of them was really good with Legends Never Die, and then the other one was just Fighting Demons, which was just mediocre as fuck. And a bunch of songs that I bet Juice WRLD didn't even want out. And I know a lot of Juice WRLD songs are freestyled, and not everything is probably gonna hit. And his unreleased catalog, I mean, he has some fucking heat in his unreleased catalog. So shit, maybe you're not even picking the right things. But there's also things that he's not responsible of that you are just releasing without his fucking permission. But since you are the label, you're not gonna do whatever the fuck you want, pretty much. You just don't give a shit. So you're just gonna put it out for money and this and that. And for streams. I get it. But let the man, let the woman, let the artist have their moment there. Give them that one album as like a remembrance thing and then move on from that, man. Do other things besides dropping music to that. Give it up. Number 4, normalizing lying as a rollout for your album. Kanye is the biggest fucking example for this. Oh my goodness. I mean, in this situation, I'm not gonna lie. For the Vultures rollout and everything, it's a little different because, well, he can't get cleared samples because Kanye right now is in a position where who the fuck is gonna actually clear Kanye a sample? Do you think the Backstreet Boys are gonna clear that Everybody sample for that Everybody song? Why would they want to contribute to Kanye West? Everybody hates this motherfucker as a person. For the most part. You know what I mean? And no musician wants to contribute to Kanye just basically taking his stuff and just reinventing it. And also, I mean, Kanye is amazing at sampling. He's not the guy who's going to just be lazy with it. But he's also at a time period where who the fuck wants to really contribute to his music? Nobody. And it's going to be hard. And for that Vultures album to never come out, I hope you're not surprised if it never comes out. If you guys are expecting that Vultures album to come out January 12th, the same day Kid Cudi and Kali Uchis is dropping, you could still have your delusional take in your mind. But also know that there's a huge reason why there's been so many other Kanye albums that have been scrapped, this and that. And lying with the release dates, lying about, oh, we got a new single dropping tonight, never drops. Cardi is also a big liar to his fans. I mean, he's been dropping singles as of recently. He's dropped already 3 little Lucy's or whatever. That's not even on streaming platforms, but still, he's dropped some music at least to get the fans excited for the album. But we just letting rappers just fucking lie. Oh, I'm dropping the album in a couple weeks. That shit drops in 6 months. We gotta figure it out. If you don't got the shit official, if you don't got the shit locked and loaded, don't say anything just to fucking tease us and then put it back. No. Do something different. You just tell the truth. If you don't fucking know, you don't fucking know. At this point, just say soon. Soon would, I mean, I know soon is like the most vague thing an artist can say, but it's a lot better than giving us a release date and then just completely abandoning that shit. And not giving us a reason why, too. You just, oh, that shit dropping on Valentine's Day. It's the 21st. It's been a week later. And you're like, when the fuck did it come out? Why did it not come out? And you just never explain why. And then the album comes out in fucking September. And you're like, well, I mean, we got it now. But like, why the fuck did we not get the single? Like, you know what I mean? We need to just cut it off. Cut it off. Number 5, we got bloated track list. I'm talking 20 plus songs. For me, I'm gonna eat it. For my favorite artist, I'm gonna digest that motherfucker. For All the Dogs, Pink Tape. I like Uzi a lot. I like Drake a lot. I will listen to a 20 plus trackless album by Drake, by Kanye, by Kendrick, by some of my favorite artists. But for the artists that I'm not really crazy on, I'm not going to engage in listening to a fucking Little Durk album that has 24 songs. For me to even give Chris Brown's new album a chance, or any Chris Brown album a chance, is crazy enough. Because that motherfucker loves to drop 20 plus songs in an album. Motherfucker drew an album. This motherfucker dropped an album. What was it? Heartbreak of a Full Moon. That shit was like 40 something songs. 40 something. Are you insane? What is wrong with you? Way too much fucking music, man. That's obesity right there. That's legit obesity. That's obesity. We do not need 40 fucking songs in a year. We can get 20, we can get 19, we can get 18. I'm cool with that. Is it a lot? Is it a lot to a lot of people? Yeah. And even for me, I'll say it too. But I'll take it more than fucking 40 songs, 25, 23. We're doing too much here. Let's make it a little bit more coherent, concise. And if you really want to make a memorable, if you want to make an experience with the album and make it something super memorable, having 25 fucking songs is gonna be damn near fucking impossible to just hit. Like, for you to go 25 for 25 on an album, I'll put you as one of the best artists of all time. Because, I mean, who the fuck can do that? Who the fuck could do that? I mean, Tupac dropped for All Eyes on Me. It's like 26 or 27 songs. Long ass fucking album. A double album. But it's a classic. And for me, I think I only have like 3 skips. There's still skips. But out of 27 songs, only 3 songs I'm skipping? That's fucking amazing. But that's Tupac though. That's one of the best rappers of all time. If you just not like that, if you are just not Himothy or Shimothy, you just can't do it. So don't fucking do it. Please. Just don't do it. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. This one really pisses me off. Number 6. Releasing unnecessary versions of songs. We have albums. We have singles that are sped up versions, reverse, looped. This is like, we're getting a taste of a single that's reverse. We're listening to Fuck You Mean in reverse. We're listening to it sped up. We're listening to I'm Geeking, Nightcore. What the fuck? But first of all, Nightcore. What the hell is that? I can easily search it up and find it for my own self. But whatever. Nightcore? What the hell? Just listen to this fucking song and that's it. What are we doing sped up, fucking loop, reverse, hit the cha-cha? Like, what are we doing with this song? What are we doing with this song? This is too much. What is going... Can we just listen to a song and enjoy it? If you want to speed it up, we can do it on YouTube or whatever, for the visualizer, for the video. What do we... I gotta go on Spotify. You think... You think I'm gonna go on Spotify and listen to Fuck You Mean in reverse? So I can hear just a bunch of gibberish? It's hard enough to kind of tell what Gunna be saying sometimes in the music. Could you imagine in reverse? My goodness, why do you do that to yourself? And I know TikTok is a huge reason why that even is a thing. But god damn. Stop. And again, it's the labels doing this shit. Some of the fans eat it up, and I'm like, what? Like, we're not doing that. I'm not doing that, at least. I speak for myself, but oh god. And yet, I haven't heard a single person listen to a song in reverse. Yo, let me put I'm Geeking Nightcore version. Let me put Fuck You Mean in reverse. Let me put No More Parties in LA from end to beginning. Double reverse. We reverse it after Kendrick goes. It's reverse. What are we doing? Just stop. Or slow down or whatever. Like, stop. Thank you. Sneak Dissing is my next one. Sneak dissing. We had Tupac and Biggie had an all-time beef in the 90s before they passed. But things got serious, things got out of hand, and of course things turned into tragedy, into violence, and this and that. So when it comes to that particular aspect in the sneak dissing, that won't be much of a problem because you're sneak dissing. You're hiding who you really want to target or who you're trying to call out in your music. But I feel like we should just stop. I mean, a lot of rappers be serious when they be dissing you and they're trying to come for your fucking heart. But also, hip hop is a part of competition. It's a game to a lot of people in a good way, not like in a game like, oh, I don't take it seriously. Competition is always a good thing. It always fuels anybody up. There's people who Nas and Jay-Z, it never got too much to a point where things started fucking going out of line, where things went personal, this and that. I'm not saying we have to start talking about like, oh, I fucked your mom, or and then like, oh no, but my ops killed your father, or like we don't gotta go that goddamn far if we're not sneak dissing. But a little bit of competition, a little bit of talking shit, a little bit like, man, that bitch was ugly anyway. Or not even, we don't even gotta talk about each other's girl, because I know that's one thing why rappers be having beefs, because they be fucking like their same girlfriend and this and that, or like I fucked your bitch and this and that, and then yeah, it never goes right after that. And that's an end of a friendship, of any kind of relationship with anybody, if they're just bragging about like having sex with your girl or some shit like that. That just kills anybody. Oh, I rented her and this and that. Shit, not cool. Shit, not cool. So I'm just saying, we just need a little bit of competition. I'm not saying things gotta go out of line. We don't gotta be fucking coming after each other's neck and this and that. But if we can have some fun, competitive, talking all kinds of shit, but to a certain extent, and we're going back and forth and we're getting good rap performances, good rap verses, we're trying to be intellectual, we're trying to really hit them where it hurts. Some street rap, some 8 Mile shit. It doesn't have to go that fucking personal. You know what I mean? And if it does it have to really end up in something super violent or in a terrible situation? No, it doesn't. But Drake be fucking sneak dissing and shit. He be doing a lot of that shit. I'm like, just who are you calling out, dude? Who are you calling out, dude? Just point it out. Just pointing out. Just pointing out. If it really is that serious to you, just pointing it out. That's it. Another one that I got a music trend to get rid of. Unnecessary hate for Lil Yachty. I mean, Lil Yachty has been one of the best rappers this whole year, surprisingly to a lot of people. He dropped one of the best albums of the year in Let's Start Here. He's been super consistent with all the singles he's dropped. And he said some things where he might be dick riding Drake, and because he's Drake's best friend and this and that. And he worked on Her Loss, and he was a feature on For All the Dogs, and saying that, oh, this is going to be one of the best Drake material you'll ever hear, and saying that, oh, that hip hop right now is not in a good space. I get it. He may have some questionable takes, but the hate that this man gets for just kind of stating out the point that he's trying to make, it's not just disrespect anything. It's just, I feel like some of y'all just go too crazy with it. I mean, this could apply to a lot of other rappers, in my personal opinion, but I think Lil Yachty was like the big example this year in 2023, because he was one of the bigger rappers of the year, and it was justified because he just really was putting out a lot of good material. But a lot of people just came out and just fucking hated this motherfucker for no reason. We need to cut that shit off. If he says some crazy shit, like, I get if we didn't like him when he said, oh, Biggie was overrated back in like fucking 2017, when he didn't even know 5 Biggie songs or whatever. And that's when people were really clowning him at that point, when people were like, oh, fuck this dude. He doesn't even take hip hop seriously. Why the fuck do we take care? Why do we have to care about this motherfucker? He can't even name you. He doesn't even think Biggie is one of the best rappers of all time. Fuck him. You know what I mean? But things change, man. We just need to relax. Let's relax. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take a fucking chill pill. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Deluxe albums coming out after release dates. You just dropped the album, honey. Now you're dropping a fucking 10-track deluxe. right after, like just days after. Nicki Minaj, you just dropped. I mean, she dropped the deluxe after, but it wasn't that many songs. But still, just put the. What is the point of putting the songs, dropping the album, 18 songs, let's say, and then the next day or 2 days later you drop the deluxe, and it's just 3 songs. Just put the original 3 songs in the. Why do they gotta be deluxe? It's just to build more anticipation. I guess that's what they do it to build more anticipation. Maybe there's like a song with like a feature that they decide to wait or they want to hold it on longer. Oh, I got a Drake feature, but I didn't add it on the original album. So wait till the deluxe comes out and then y'all get the song with the Drake feature. I guess that's what they do. It's always some, they're not playing dumb, but I also would like to see a little bit something different than that. Cause like, hello, like, you know what I mean? Come on now. I need something a little bit different. I need something a little bit different. I don't really want all that shit. So yeah. All right. Now we are 55 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. So let's officially start the award show. Let's get straight to it. All right. Let me get my pen. I got my. Oh wait, hold on. Fuck. Before we get to that, let me do the other nominations, or the not the nominations, the other categories that I didn't write on those notes, because I kind of just wrote them there just to put them in there, and that's it. So let me just briefly mention them real quick, and then we can move on. Okay, worst album cover. So these categories do not have 5 nominees that I have them listed on the notes, and then I have to pick them live on the show. So these are already picked. These are already picked. One winner, the category, the winner, category winner, category winner. So that for you to understand. Worst album cover, Scarlet by Doja Cat. What the fuck? No need for a spider on your album cover. That's number one. Worst music video, Vaticano, Bad Bunny. Not my vibe. Worst feature. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was kind of hard to think of the worst feature, so I just pretty much said any French Montana feature of the year. Good enough. Best underrated album, Electric Dust, Leon Thomas. Go fucking check it out. Very underrated. Most disappointing artist, Nicki Minaj. Most disappointing album, Pink Friday 2. Most disappointing team, sports team, LA Chargers. It was kind of hard, but I just picked the Chargers because I'll pick on the Chargers. We'll get to that in a second. Worst song of 2023, Mother by Megan Trainor. Disgusting. Worst album of 2023, Lil Pump 2. Disgusting. Fucking disgusting. Best line lyric, any J. Cole line. Any J. Cole line. Best hook, I Know by Travis Scott. The worst movie of 2023, Winnie the Pooh. What the fuck was that? Terrible. The worst TV show of 2023, The Idol. I love The Weeknd, but that shit was not it. Next, we got Best TikTok Song, Jennifer's Body, Ken Carson. Best EP, Scary Hours 3. Best Interlude, Not Too Late to Admit That You Love Me, Kali Uchis. Best New Artist in 2023, Blackpink. Got into Blackpink this year. I'm a fan. This was my favorite new artist in the year overall. Not saying that they're the new artist of the year because they've been doing music before 2023, but still. Best baseball game, I would say, was to be the World Series this year, game 1. But after that, it just kind of fell off. It was just the Rangers dominating. Then, LeBron passing Kareem was the best basketball game. Or moment, I guess. Not even game. It would just be the best moment. LeBron passing Kareem in all-time scoring list. I would say that. Best football game would be Super Bowl 46 with the 56, with the Chiefs and the Eagles. The best overall game, I would also pick Super Bowl 56. Best freestyle I have on the radar, Drake and Central C, which also came out on streaming services, and I'm a big fan of that song too. Best movie that did not come out in 2023, but I watched it for the first time, The Wolf of Wall Street. That shit was crazy. I love that movie. Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie never misses. Never misses. And it was hard not to watch that movie without getting hard. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, the best non-2023 show, The Boys. It was a good show. I fuck with it. All right, now that is it. Now we're gonna get to the actual award show. Let me get the goddamn pen real quick. I'll be back. Give me a second. Got the goddamn pen, and I'm up. Oh yeah, flex. I'm not gonna do that. That's gonna kind of ruin the suit a little bit. All right, and we're an hour in already. All right, let me get the book so I can copy it and write it down evenly. All right, got the new Darwin with the Kid book. I gotta finish reading this motherfucker. I'm on like page what? Page 66. Wow, gotta finish up that shit. All right, let's get straight to it. Fuck the microphone. Fuck this. Fuck the microphone. We're gonna just go straight to it. Best movie of 2020 of 2023. So the nominees, we got this. So we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Barbie. I watched it and it was really good. Oppenheimer, I haven't seen it. Yeah, I know. What the fuck am I having it on the whatever? Just deal with it. Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Just kind of added that in there. I had a fun time watching the movie, but not really watching the movie. It wasn't amazing, but I had fun watching the movie, and then afterwards, it was cool. And then the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. This is kind of easy. Spider-Man. Spider-Man was the best movie. I'm sorry. Like, I saw that shit in theaters, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the best fucking Spider-Man movie I've ever seen. Like, I feel like every time I watch a Spider-Man movie, it just gets better and better. But it also is kind of hard because, I mean, Spider-Man 2 with fucking Tobey Maguire. I mean, those are fucking classics. Like, I love that shit. And those were the original Spider-Man movies. You know what I mean? But at least the animated ones, the Spider-Verse, man, fucking amazing. So best movie goes to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So there goes number one. Best show, we got The Boys, Invincible, The Flash, Ted Lasso, and Hard Knocks. So as you can see there, best show, I would have to pick The Boys because that show is incredible. Thank you. We're going with The Boys for the best show of 2023. The best music video, First Person Shooter, Another Late Night, Sorry Not Sorry, Riot, or Lean Beef Patty. Best music video. This is gonna be a little bit tough. First Person Shooter, I really did like that music video. Like what they added there. Sorry Not Sorry, great visually. Riot, the visuals were crazy. Lean Beef Patty. I'm sticking with First Person Shooter because the editing and the director for the video was amazing. Sorry Not Sorry was aesthetically pleasing, excuse me. And then Riot was just an average ASAP Rocky visual masterpiece. But I think honestly, I think the best one is Riot. I'm gonna be honest with you. The visually is crazy. It gets you hyped up. So the best music video, I'm gonna have to pick Riot Rowdy Pipin' by ASAP Rocky. Because visually, ASAP Rocky just doesn't miss with these videos. I would just hope he drops the fucking album. That's all I hope. He just drops the album. Also, another guy that we can put for lying as a part of his album rollout. He said like early February this year. Oh, that shit's coming. And like, that shit's done. Oh no, he said the album is done. Yeah, it's done. It's done. It's done in the fucking dumps. Where is it? Drop that shit, please. God damn. Number 4, best feature. Meltdown by Drake. First Person Shooter J. Cole. Kitchen Lights. Stove God Cooks. Scientists and Engineers by Andre 3000. Or America Has a Problem. Kendrick Lamar. Best feature for me has to be not Drake, not Kendrick. I have to say Andre. I'm sorry, Andre 3000 is just that guy. He's just different. Andre never misses on features, so he has to win this shit. Yep, Scientists and Engineers. Andre 3000, best feature of 2023. Just ridiculous. Unbelievable. Best hit song. I Know, Travis Scott. Fuck You Mean, Gunna. Fiend, Travis Scott. Fighting My Demons, Ken Carson. And First Person Shooter. Fuck You Mean is out of here. Fiend is out of here, even though it goes crazy at a Travis Scott show because that's the anthem. I Know was good melodically, and it's a big song, but no. But I have to say First Person Shooter. I really have to say First Person Shooter. For me personally, I think that song just has done so much. Drake and J. Cole, I mean, come on now. It was a hit song. And it went number one. So it was a true hit song by going all the way number one, while the rest of them didn't go number one. So I guess it's fair. First Person Shooter was the best hit song. I showed it to you, all right? Yeah. First Person Shooter, number one. Okay. Best production. My Eyes, Travis Scott. Kitchen Lights, West Side Gun. Meltdown, Drake. Sorry Not Sorry, Tyler the Creator. Kingdom Hearts Key, Tyler the Creator. Not called Tyler the Creator. JPEG Mafia, Danny Brown, and Redveil. Kitchen Lights. Talk about production. Kitchen Lights. I'm sorry, but all these other songs, amazing sample flips, or just the production of it is great. But Kitchen Lights, it just took an orchestral masterpiece in production to just wipe the rest of these. What you can hear with those violins and with those pianos makes you cry. It's just, it does so much. Like the beat, like the production itself, like for me, it's weird because I can't even say it's a beat. It's just production. It's just music that just sounds so, it just sounds so aesthetically pleasing. Like this is instrumental material that it just, oh, like if you haven't heard Kitchen Lights, you haven't heard true peak production. Like incredible. Best producer: Benny X, The Alchemist, Boy Wonder, Metro Boomin, or Hit Boy. For me, I'm gonna have to say The Alchemist. This year, I say Alchemist was the best producer. Void Air, The Great Escape, and there was a bunch of other like other albums or even some songs or even from older mixtapes that he reproduced or well, not reproduced. He re-released it and then or added it on streaming platforms or added a couple new songs from other albums. The Alchemist is just he just doesn't fucking miss. So Alchemist, best producer of 2023. Best lyricist: Danny Brown, Billy Woods, J. Cole, Black Thought, Larry June. Easy. This has to be J. Cole. I could put Danny Brown, but I'm gonna have to say J. Cole. I mean, J. Cole is just that guy. Sorry, J. Cole is just that fucking guy. So I gotta put him there. Number 9, best new artist of 2023. So this is the one of the new artists. We got Tizo Touchdown, we got Ice Spice, we got M Triplin, we got Sexy Red, and we got Tyler. Fuck Sexy Red, we're not adding that. Ed Templin, Tyler is new, but she wasn't having a bigger year than Tizo or Ice Spice. So it's pretty much between Tizo and Ice Spice. For me, I'm gonna pick Tizo Touchdown. I've really liked Tizo Touchdown a lot. Ice Spice has fucking killed it, and I like Ice Spice. I really do. Not just for her body. I actually like her music. I'm not lying. She's grown on me with her music. I like the vibe of her music. I'll say that right now. I fuck with it. I don't care. I don't care if you. Sexy Red is not my thing. If it is your thing, then good for you. Enjoy what you like. But Sexy Red, I kind of fuck with it. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. So yeah, Tizo Touchdown, but he's gonna be the best new artist for 2023. Best non-rap song. We got Ballad of a Homeschool Girl, Olivia Rodrigo. Agora Hills, Doja Cat. Moonlight, Galiucci's Mosquito, Pink Panthers, and Always, Daniel Caesar. I'm not gonna pick Mosquito. I'm not gonna pick Ballad. I'm not gonna pick Moonlight. It's gonna be Always or Agora Hills. Oh man, but Always is so good, man. Nah, but when Olivia Rodrigo's in that rock bag, oh my god, she fucking kills that shit, dude. Also, I heard one of the one of the secret bonus tracks from Guts, Obsessed. Oh my god, Drop it. Drop it. Olivia, girl, please drop the deluxe for Guts. It was 12 songs. We can get four new songs. It's not like this album is bloated and we're gonna get more shit. No, we get the deluxe and it's 16 songs. That's good. That's good. I need it. Please drop Obsessed, Scared of My Guitar, and the other two songs that I haven't heard yet. Oh, please. Please. I'm begging. Please. Thank you. Ballad of a Homeschool Girl takes the cake. I didn't even circle it properly, but it doesn't matter. Just taps into that rock bag like it's nothing. Best collaboration: Kingdom Hearts Key, The Hillbillies, Scientists and Engineers, First Person Shooter, Kitchen Lights. I'm looking for chemistry. Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar did their thing. Andre, Future, Killer Mike, okay. First for Drake and J. Cole, but a lot of people say J. Cole carried. Kitchen Lights. I'm gonna have to say Kingdom Hearts Key. All of them snapped. Danny, and especially it's a little bit tougher because it's 3 artists, it's not just 2. Actually, Science and Engineers have 3 artists, but I think Andre and Killer Mike did their thing. And Future had a good verse, but it wasn't anything to Killer Mike's or Andre's verse in particular. Kingdom Hearts Key, JPEG Mafia, amazing. Danny Brown, amazing. Redville, amazing. So it has to be overall a good team effort here. Kingdom Hearts Key, best collaboration of 2023. Best rollout: Utopia, Pink Tape, For All the Dogs, Spider-Man soundtrack, and Red Moon in Venus. For me, it has to be Utopia. I mean, the suitcase or the briefcase, the kind of adding a bunch of new things in the merch, just little teasers and this and that. We got a good little tease in the rollout through Utopia, and it worked phenomenal. Did the thing. Best intro: Flooded the Face, Hyena, Lean Beef Patty, Virginia Beach, I Wish You Roses. I'm not gonna put Hyena. I'm not gonna put Virginia Beach, Lean Beef Patty, Flooded the Face. Flooded the Face really set the pink tape off amazing. Like, it set it off so good. Hyena did its job though. It started Utopia off really good. Lean Beef Patty was good as well. I'm gonna have to say I Wish You Roses. I'm not gonna lie. I Wish You Roses really blew me out the fucking water. But I mean, it also was the single. The first single. I mean, it was the first single and it's the intro song. So I guess it works well. It works well. So yeah, best intro has to go with I Wish You Roses by Kali Uchis. Even though Hyena was probably second in my opinion, probably. Best trap album. Number 14, we got A Gift and a Curse. Business is Business, Glaucoma 2, and then You Pray For Me, A Great Chaos. I'm not gonna lie, man. A Great Chaos really fucking surprised me. I'm gonna have to pick A Great Chaos. Ken Carson for the best trap album. That the beats, there's like 2 skips on that album. And at first listen, I was like, this has like 6 good songs. After that, only 2 skips. So it really changed. It really changed throughout a couple listens of the album. It did. All right, number 15, best album titles: Scaring the Hoes, Blockbuster, Set It Off, How You Sleep at Night, or Red Moon in Venus. I like the aesthetic of picturing a red moon in Venus because that's a real thing. There's an actual red moon in Venus, probably, I'm assuming. Is there? Kali Uchis is never wrong. There is a red moon in Venus, confirmed. Scaring the Hoes is just funny, you know what I mean? And it's fitting. I'll be kind of weirded out if a girl is enjoying listening to Scaring the Hoes. I would also kind of feel like, oh wow, she knows good music. I fuck with her taste in music. I'll think about that as well. But I also be like, why are you not kind of saying something to me? Why are you not like judging me for listening to this? I would be weirded out. So Scaring the Hoses kind of has that humor aspect. And also, I mean, it's literally one of the best albums of the year. Literally, top 5. So Scaring the Hose, best album title. The humor, everything, just has it all. Best non-rap album. We have Guts, Red Moon and Venus, Never Enough, Heaven Knows, Silence Between Songs. Man, I love all these records so much, man. Oh my god. Fuck, this is hard. I'm gonna have to go with Kali Uchis, Red Moon and Venus. Oh, over Guts? Oh, I can do it. I have it on vinyl. I have it on fucking vinyl. I'll show it to y'all right now. Let me see where it is here. Like this shit is so fucking good, man. This shit is so good. Like, oh my god. Like this shit is amazing. Like kiss this beautiful woman right here. Exactly. I'm sorry, Don Tolliver. Don't worry. Don't kill me, buddy. Don't kill me, man. I'm just trying to have some fun here, buddy. Don't worry. Don't worry, buddy. Relax. All right. Best non-rap album, Red Moon and Venus. All right. Number 17, best live performance: Travis Scott, Drake, Doja Cat, Beyonce, Taylor Swift. This is kind of unfair because most people would say Beyonce, and honestly, Beyonce is probably the better performance out of all of these. But I'm gonna say Travis Scott because I went to the Utopia tour and it was the greatest thing of my life. That's I don't gotta talk about it. Best duo group: New Jeans, 50/50, JPEG and Danny Brown, 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, Blackpink. They were a duo for the year, but they're not a group. But that's why it's called best duo and group. JPEG and Danny are cooking. They're cooking. Got the W. Got the W. Best comeback: Travis Scott, Sampha, Daniel Caesar, Kali Uchis, Tyler the Creator. Travis fucking Scott, obviously. The fuck? 5 years after Astroworld, we finally got Utopia. Come on. Come on, easy. Light work. Best album cover: Scaring the Hose, Set It Off, and Then You Pray For Me, Sex, Money, Drugs, Red Moon and Venus. I'm gonna go with Red Moon and Venus. No, I'm kidding. I honestly might have to pick Scaring the Hose. Scaring the Hose was cool. I like the aesthetic of Scaring the Hose. I'll pick Scaring the Hose. Best album cover. I fuck with it. No. No, no, no. Nope. Nope. I'm doing Set It Off, guys. I'm doing Set It Off. I'm doing Set It Off by Offset. The album cover is super fucking dope. I changed my answer. Sorry, guys. Set It Off by Offset. Best album cover. Number 21, best album outro, excuse me. Happy Now, Till Further Notice, Boys a Liar Part 2, Teenage Dream, Sorry Not Sorry. This one's kind of easy. Sorry Not Sorry by Tyler the Creator is the best outro. One of the best songs of the year, period. Easy. I mean, fucking easy. Like, hello, guys. You know what I mean? Light work, money. Number 22, most surprising album. Like I already kind of said it. A Great Chaos, Tech, Jackman, Let's Start Here, Scaring the Hose. I mean, I could say Scaring the Hose, but it wasn't like I was expecting something bad. Like surprising is like I didn't have much expectations behind it. I could have easily assumed it would have been terrible or really good. Like entering me about it, like listen to the Scaring the Hose, I would have assumed it would have been one of the better albums of the year because I know JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown are two of the best like lyricists and one of the more underrated like rappers in the in the scene. But Ken Carson, I wasn't really thinking I was gonna be bumping Ken Carson like that, especially since wasn't a fan of his last album. So I can go with Ken Carson here. I'm gonna go with A Great Chaos, especially even after listening to it for the first time. I still wasn't crazy on it, and then after it just grew on me like nothing. It just grew on me like crazy. So Great Chaos, most surprising. 23, best melodic song: I Know, Fiend, 2021 Vibes, Agora Hills, and Telekinesis. I'm gonna have to go with I Know probably. I Know has to be the best melodic song. It's just, oh my god. Come on, guys. Melodic melodies on I Know. Just too good. Best deluxe. We got Scary Hours 3, The Estate Cell, Bichota Season, Alone at Prom, and Lovesick. I'm going to go with The Estate Cell. And surprisingly, I could have picked Scary Hours 3. No, I'm going to pick Scary Hours 3 because I think there are some songs better than some songs on The Estate Cell. I'm not going to lie. Maybe that's a hot take. Bro, Stories About My Brother, The Shoe Fits, You Broke My Heart, Wickman, Red Button, Evil Way, like all 6 songs hit. Like there's no skips in that Scary Hours 3 pack. Like I'm sorry. While The Estate Cell has like that song with a boyfriend girlfriend with YG, I wasn't crazy on that one. But every other song hit. You know what I mean? Every other song hit. So It was by one song. It was on a deficit. So fuck it. The estate sale gonna lose to Scary Hours 3. Scary Hours 3, best deluxe. Crazy enough. All right, best single: Moonlight, I Wish You Roses, Vampire, Rush, Boys a Liar Part 2. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with I Wish You Roses. I'm going with no. Well, impact wise, Vampire did a lot. Boys a Liar was huge to begin the year, but I think Vampire is a stronger song a little bit. I wish you wrote. I'm gonna say Vampire. Vampire overall started off the rollout for Olivia Rodrigo, especially waiting like a whole month. There was a countdown on her website for new music, and we thought we were gonna get the album or the single, and we got the first single, which was Vampire, and it was amazing. You know what I mean? It built anticipation for Guts, and it did a thing. So, best single, I'll say it's gonna be Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. All right. Number 26, Best Beautiful Song. We got Kitchen Lights, Sorry Not Sorry, Always, I Wish You Roses, and Valentina. I'm sorry, but I have to pick Kitchen Lights because that production right there is tear jerking worthy. I'm sorry. Like, just, it does something to you. It does something to you. It has to do something to you. I'm sorry. If it doesn't, then I'm just stupid, I guess. Kitchen Lights takes it. Number 27, Best K-Pop Album. New Jeans Get Up, New Jeans' first EP, The Beginning 50/50, Drama Aespa or Aespa, and My World Aespa. I'm going to have to go with the Get Up New Jeans project. Bangers. Super Shy, ETA, Get Up, New Jeans, uh, ASAP. I mean, fucking, it's good K-pop album. It's short though. It's an EP, but I'll take it. Most K-pop albums are not even that long, anyways. Best K-pop artist of 2023: New Jeans, aespa, 50/50, Blackpink, and I just fucking added BTS because I couldn't think of another artist. I'm picking New Jeans. New Jeans started the year with a bang. That was like one of the first albums I heard of the year. Actually, I think it was that first EP that came out early in the year. That was the first album that I heard this year. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with New Jeans. I'm gonna have to go with New Jeans. Best K-pop song. We got Super Shy, Better Things, The Girls, Oh My God, and Cupid. Super Shy. It was my most replayed song of the year. It was my top song on my Spotify Wrapped. I was surprised, but it's still a great song. I love it. Super short, it's just so fun. Makes you giggle. It makes you laugh. It makes you enjoy life. It's fun. Now, in the Latin categories, we're gonna speed run through this shit because the Latin categories was so ass this year. I barely listened to Latin music this year, guys. So I listen to like older reggaeton now. I was not really tapped into the reggaeton this year, besides like Karol G and because she took the cake for me. Best Latin song: Monaco, TQC, Ella Baila Sola, Amargura, and Me Tengo Que Ir. I'm gonna have to pick Me Tengo Que Ir by Caliuchis, Karol G featuring Caliuchis. I mean, I love them together. I need a collab album for them together. Thank you. Best Latin album: Mañana Será Bonito, Pichota Season, Nadie Sabe Lo Que Va a Pasar Mañana, Genesis, Esquinas. Easy gotta go with Pichota Season. Those 10 songs hit. Oof. I love that little 10-track album. I also like Mañana Será Bonito as well. I had some hits too. It was pretty good. 32, Best Latin Artist: Karol G, Bad Bunny, Fade, Peso Pluma, and Becky G. Easy. Karol G took the cake for me. Bad Bunny disappointed for me this year. I was not a fan of that new album. I put it as a nominee because it was a huge album, but it was not Un Verano Sin Ti like last year. Absolutely not. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Karol G for sure, easily. She wiped the Latin categories for me. Best R&B song: White Crocs, Valentina, Always, Moonlight, and I Wish You Roses. You know what? I think I'm gonna give it to. I gotta give Daniel Caesar something. I'm gonna give it Always. Always so good, man. Oh fuck, such a good ass song. Daniel Caesar, you're taking one for me, buddy. Best R&B album: Red Moon and Venus, Never Enough, 1111, Larger Than Life, or In Pieces. Easy. Red Moon and Venus. Even though Never Enough was definitely up there for second place. Number 35. Best R&B artist: Daniel Caesar, Chris Brown, Kali Uchis, Brent Faiyaz, Coco Jones. The thing is, with it was R&B mostly, that Red Moon and Venus, but there was a little hints of like pop, of other kinds of alternative versions of pop. Daniel Caesar was really R&B R&B. So I'm gonna go with R&B Daniel Caesar. Best R&B artist would be Daniel Caesar, even though Kali Uchis could take it as well. Now the pop categories: best pop song: Agora Hills, Doja Cat, Super Shy, New Jeans, Vampire, Olivia Rodrigo. Damn, my hair is fucking crazy. Oh shit, bro, I gotta fucking fix my hair a little bit. Rush, Troy Sivan, Boys a Liar Part 2. Um, this is gonna be a little tough. Rush, Vampire. Loki Agora Hill, man, that song should have been bigger, man. That song is such a banger, man. It was a shame. It's a shame that it wasn't that big. Actually, no, I'm gonna have to go with Super Shy. Super Shy was so fucking fun. Super Shy wins it. Best pop song. I made a mistake. I keep fucking up the category. Some of these. God damn it. All right. 37. Best pop album: Silence Between Songs, Guts, Think Later, Falling or Flying, and Something to Give. I'm gonna have to pick Guts. Guts will take best pop album. Fucking Olivia Rodrigo was that girl for sure. Best pop album will go to Guts. All right, we have how many categories? We have four more categories, guys. Four more categories to wrap the show up. So the last four, here we go. Best pop artist: Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift, Doja Cat, SZA, and Madison Beer. I have to pick Olivia Rodrigo. She dropped the best pop album. I gotta give her the best pop artist title. So Olivia Rodrigo will win best pop artist. Three more to go. And these are all rap categories. So we finish up the pop, the R&B, the K-pop, Latin. So we're ending off with the last three rap categories here on my thing. For best rapper, the rapper MVP of 2023, the best rapper of 2023. The categories are Travis Scott, Lil Yachty, Danny Brown, Larry June, and Ken Carson. Give me Travis Scott. Pow. Rap MVP, Travis Scott. Travis Scott. Best rap album: Utopia, Scaring the Hose, The Escape Sale. I mean, the Great Escape, Void Dire, and A Great Chaos. This is tough. I love Void Dire, not winning it. The Great Escape is amazing, not winning it. A Great Chaos is amazing, not winning it. It's between Utopia and Scaring the Host for me. Utopia's winning it. I'm sorry, guys. This is the best album of the year. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm hoping I can get scaring the hose on vinyl someday. But man, Utopia on vinyl. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. And it just came a couple days ago, and I'm fucking glad it came. So glad it came. That leads us to the last category to end the third annual podcast award show. To wrap up for the final category, we got best rap song. Wait, don't I have like 41? Did one of them fall? Why is it number 40? All right, whatever. It is what it is. Best rap song: My Eyes, Kitchen Lights, I Know, Sorry Not Sorry, 8 a.m. in Charlotte. I love Sorry Not Sorry, not taking it. I love I Know, not taking it. I love 8 a.m. in Charlotte, not taking it. Kitchen Lights, My Eyes. Those are my two favorite songs of the year. My Eyes are gonna take. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to say My Eyes. Fuck, it's hard. You know what, bro? I'm gonna have to. We're gonna do something a little bit different. My Eyes will win it as number 1A, and Kitchen Lights will be 1B. But since an A is higher than a B, My Eyes will technically win it. So, My Eyes is the best rap song of the year. But Kitchen Lights needs to be mentioned as well. My Eyes will be the number one song of the year. It may not have been the most listened to song from me all year long, but as soon as I heard that song, I'm like, this is one of Travis's best songs ever. It is top five, at least, in my opinion. And a lot has changed with that song for me. I like it was a much needed song for Travis Scott, in my opinion. Much needed song. Um, but that is that, guys. Is that it? I thought I had like 41, or maybe I miscounted or some shit. Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know. Maybe one fell on the floor. Just making sure I'm not an idiot and I dropped something or anything. No, I think I'm good. We're chilling. We're chilling. So that's it, guys. That's the year of 2023 in music and sports. Man, like what time is it right now? It's 6:05. So I'm gonna try to wrap this up in a little bit, maybe 10 more minutes. Um, amazing year. In music, it started cooking up a lot better afterwards since Utopia came out. Utopia, best album of the year, best rap album as well. Of course, best rap song, My Eyes, Kitchen Lights, honorable mention as well as the second best song, or 1B. Man, I like it. I love it. But anyways, before I end off 2023, let's talk about the things that talk about me. Let's talk about me for a little bit. About my 2023, the things that I've done throughout the year that maybe I haven't mentioned throughout the whole year at all. Maybe I've mentioned certain things, maybe I haven't certain mentioned things, but we're here to talk about it a little bit. I'm not going to talk about myself like I'm the fucking greatest person on earth, but let's just kind of go over the things that I've experienced this year. So, just a couple things to notice for 2023. We're gonna talk about just things that I've experienced. So, starting off with my first job. I got my first job this year, earlier in February. I got hired in February, so in a couple months it'll be my one full year working at this job. So, as a counselor, at a school. So, it feels nice to say that I've almost had one full year at a job. At my first job, especially, you know what I mean. A lot of people's first jobs, they fucking hate it, and then they quit in fucking 2 days. But me, I've been grateful for at least almost having a whole year, which happens to be working at the same school that my little brother goes to. So that's fun to say there. I went to 4 concerts this year, guys. 4 concerts. I went to see Travis Scott, as y'all know. I went to see Romeo Santos. I went to see Cali Uchis, and I went to see 50 Cent. Those were all experiences. Seeing Travis Scott perform was incredible. It was something I needed to see. I wanted to see Travis perform for for years, since Astro came out, since me watching the festival, since Astro, like those, like in high school, I would just watch like videos of Travis performing, and still sometimes, still to this day, a little bit. Like I'm watching this man perform, like I gotta go to a show, man. I gotta go to a show. People saying like I've had friends who went to Travis Scott shows and they're like, oh my god, it's amazing. You gotta go. And I went to one and it was great. It was great, man. It was I got it. And I'm tempted to go to the other show again in Miami that's in January, but I gotta see Drake also. I gotta see, there's other people going on tour as well for 2024, so I gotta see who else is coming. But yeah, I also saw Caliucci's in April, end of April. Pretty good show. I went with my mom and it was fun. I had a pretty good time with my mom there. Obviously, wasn't really familiar with much of her music, but I'm like, hey, let's just go out there, have fun. I like Caliucci's a lot, so and there was a fun time there. Um, Romeo Santos. This was like a concert that like I just kind of joined to with my mom. Like my mom loves his music, and I've heard his music growing up, and I mean I'm not tapped into his music like that, but I definitely know a lot of his songs, at least little parts of it. At least I know like the chorus and certain parts of it. So I had to blast myself too, going at Lone Depot Park at the Marlins Park to see the concert. That was fun. Um, I didn't go to the movies that much this year, but when I saw Spider Man in theaters with my cousin, man, that movie again, the best movie of 2023, in my opinion. That was fun. That was fucking fun. Watching that movie in theaters. It's always fun watching those Spider-Man movies in fucking theaters. It's always like a different experience for me. Also watching the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie wasn't amazing or anything, but I went with my best friend and he took his fucking group of friends he just kind of tagged me along with his other friend group and stuff. So what I mean, some of them were pretty cool, and I met new people. I met new some of his new friends, and we had fun there. After watching the movie and stuff, we also ate somewhere. So like we're just vibing out. And this was a Sunday night. Some of us had to fucking work and go to school that next day, but we were vibing out. Enjoying the weekend, and we watched the movie and we had fun. That was a big memory there. All right, now some trips. I went to Philly throughout the summer. Or not throughout the summer. I just went to Philly for a couple days, for like 4 days, for one of my friends' graduation, for one of my friend's brother's graduation. So, if you don't know, I lived in Philly for 5 years in my elementary school years. So from fourth to eighth grade, I lived in Philly, and I did my elementary school and my middle school years there. And then to start high school, I came back to Miami, and ever since I've stayed. So since high school, since starting my freshman year of high school, I've been back here. But obviously, I was born here, so this is my true hometown. But living in Philly for 5 years, it was a good experience. I really did like Philly a lot. And then obviously now 5 years later, entering 2023, going back to Philly, it was like damn, I mean, I'm excited to go to fucking Philly. You know what I mean? I'm excited. I want to go back to the places that we used to go by every single day when we used to live there. I want to go by the old house, the old neighborhood, my favorite pizza place, the barbershop, the school. I mean, we didn't get to see the school. We didn't pass by like my old middle school, but it looks a lot different, man. In 5 years, so many things were changed. So many things were being constructed. The school looked a lot different. Even because I looked it on Google Maps, and that shit, just the playground thing is not there anymore. It's like another half building. The parking is like bigger now. And there's another school at another neighborhood and this and that. My bro Trios. It was like this pizza place that was really close to my house. That shit, they took it away. They took it away, and now it's like an apartments or some shit. They've taken some places I really did like. I really did like. We also went on the subway again. You know what I mean? We went to the subway and the trolleys and this and that. Because we used to take public transportation over there. Again, we didn't really need a car, so for the most part, so that was just our way of going to places. So that was fun for like the enjoyment of it. Obviously, going to the train with a bunch of strangers is not the most fun thing to do, but hey, for the memories and for having to do that almost every single day, it was like, wow, we're it feels like we're back to the grind again, to what we used to live by. So it was fun. Even though we weren't there for that long, we were just there for a couple of days. But yeah, like, and I also wanted to meet up with like an older friend of mine, and we couldn't make it happen. So like, there was some things that could have made it better. You know what I mean? I could have wished I could have saw my other friends as well. Bummer, right? But I mean, it was cool. I enjoyed it though. But then a couple weeks later, me and the fam, me and my mom, my dad, and my brother, we went to a cruise. We went to a Carnival cruise, my first cruise ever. Me and my brother's first cruise ever. And not gonna lie, I was kind of scared at first. I'm like, we're gonna be in the middle of the fucking ocean on a big ass ship with a bunch of strangers. I'm gonna make this the most fun I could possibly make. But just me saying that like that is like, whoa, what the fuck? And like I was excited because there's so much to do on a fucking cruise. You watch a movie, go to fucking play golf. There was like a little mini water park and shit. There was slides, the pool, jacuzzi. But it's like, I'm not gonna lie, the cruise wasn't terrible. It wasn't a bad experience. I had fun for the most part, but it's expectations versus reality type of situation where your expectations are kind of like, you somehow you just believe that there's gonna be like four people in the fucking pool or something. Like, I just kind of think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be swimming in that motherfucker. Motherfucker, I couldn't barely even fit in the pool. I only went into the pool once because my brother wanted to get in, and he was in for like 20 minutes, and we got out. Because there's a bunch of motherfuckers around. I couldn't swim. I couldn't. Oh, bro, I didn't even want to put my head underwater. I'm like scared and shit. Putting my head underwater when I'm already in the water on a big ass ship, nah, I'm chilling. It's like, what the fuck? There was like a sports bar and this and that. And I was like, what? There was like a TV screen there that was like fun, and listening to like music and like from the elevators and stuff. Because there's like a huge elevator shaft, and then right in front of the elevators, there would always be like a group of people playing music and stuff. There was casinos, there was photography stuff, there was obviously a bunch of like little, there was a couple restaurants. We went to a comedy show. I went to a comedy show with my mom. That shit was fun. The comedy show that I went with my mom, like that was like that was like a little later that night. That was fun. That was that dude, I forgot his name. Fuck, I forgot his name. He's fucking funny as hell. He's kind of funny. He actually looks like Dave Chappelle. I'm not gonna lie. He kind of looks like an off-brand Dave Chappelle. And I said that in my head, and I'm like, wait, we're gonna see this dude who kind of looks like Dave Chappelle, and he's a comedian. How fucking funny is that? And then right when he started the show, he's gonna be like, y'all was expecting some off-brand. Yeah, I know y'all seeing me some off-brand fucking Dave Chappelle. Like, he made the joke that I had in my head to start the show out. I'm like, wow, he really just said what I was thinking, like just to the whole crowd. Like, I'm like, okay, wow, this is off to a great start. And he got some good jokes, and it was funny. It was funny. Um, the cruise. Oh, I mean, I like the restaurant. The restaurant, we were trying a bunch of different foods and stuff. It was not that bad. It was not that bad. Obviously, the reception and like the Wi-Fi and me listening to music, I can barely listen to music. I only listen to like the music that I had downloaded and stuff because I have no fucking reception. Um, in the little rooms, the rooms were a little bit fucking small, but again, I mean, it's kind of surprising. I'm not expecting so much fucking space. But it wasn't bad at all. And cruise was cool. Obviously, now that I'm a counselor and I work at a school, I also did summer camp. I worked summer camp as a counselor, so I went on a bunch of I went on a bunch of field trips. I went to fucking Dave and Buster's like 3 times. I went to the Marlins game, to like some zoo, went to like a museum, and I had like either the third graders or the fourth graders. I had like a bunch of other groups and stuff, a group of kids. I even had like kindergarten at some point for like one group. I was like, oh god, I have to deal with kindergarten today. Fuck, Lord help me. Uh, but yeah, no, the field trips were cool for the most part. I mean, it's different going to a Marlins game with your friends or your family than having to go with 20 kids and every other kid for the other counselors and for the other groups. You know what I mean? It's a lot different. But it was fun though. I was watching the game. I was on like I was by the third baseline, and I saw Sandy Alcantara like walking out, and I was super close to him. I could honestly like just put my arm out, and he probably would have like, if he saw me, he could have like just like given me like a high five or some shit, like a handshake or some shit. And overall, I almost caught a fucking foul ball, bro. Like I had the ball like reaching. I didn't have my glove, but I had the ball reaching, and some fucking little bastard kid just took the ball, just snagged it away from my goddamn left hand. I almost Odell that bitch, and then some little ass kid took it from me. I'm like, motherfucker. But he had a glove and everything. And what was I gonna do? Fight a little kid? And that little kid was like he wasn't like one of the summer camp kids. It was just another random kid there. So, yeah, that was that. So yeah, the field trips were fun. That was pretty good. The 50 Cent concert was cool. I went with my aunt, and that was cool. The show was a lot shorter than expected though, but it was fun. My 20th birthday. I mean, I turned 20 this year. It's kind of crazy. I'm fucking 20 years old. I don't believe it, and I'm about to be 21 in 20. Like, what the fuck? I'm turning 21 in 2024. What the fuck? What the hell? That's just insane to me. That's just actually fucking insane to me. But anyways, that's that. Thanksgiving was also a vibe. I really enjoyed Thanksgiving this year a lot. It was very fun for me. I also went to. So if you don't know, my brother is also he plays baseball, and he's in an AU team, and he played for the Nationals. And this team won a championship. This team actually won the AU championship shit. So like going to all like the playoff games and some of the regular season games, like just watching my brother play baseball and stuff, it was fun too. Like those games going into it, and obviously ending it with the ring, with the championship ring, and little necklace and everything. That was fun. Um, what else? I had a couple. I had a dinner with my coworkers, with some of the other counselors. That was cool. That was actually like not that long ago. That was like a couple weeks ago. That was like right before we. That was the week before we got off break for winter break, I think. So, yeah. And we also did like Secret Santa and this and that. So I had to give, I had to do Secret Santa. So I had a counselor give me like this Miami Heat hoodie, but it was fucking big as shit. It was like a double XL, and I'm a large, so you know what I mean. It's a big fucking hoodie, but it's cool though. It's cool. And I gave my Secret Santa like a Hello Kitty shirt and like a gift card for like Chick-fil-A, I think. Yeah, so that was that. Yeah, so those were like the noticeable non-boring things I did in 2023, because other than that, I was at work dealing with kids. I was at school, probably putting 50%, 10%, 100%, 90%, or seeing my grandparents, visit them, or going to the mall, alone, or even just with a couple friends at some points. Um, yeah, I haven't talked to like my high school friends a little bit, because we've been busy with life. We've been busy with life, so it's been a little while. But hey, I gotta I'll tag along at some point, but I have to figure things out there. Um, Another thing, um, that is that. That is that, right? That's that for 2023. I mean, that is. I mean, this month particularly, it didn't start off well. Tomorrow will actually be exactly a month since my grandfather passed away, and you know, it was of course hard for everybody in the family. And it was just felt like wow, wow, man, we really lost him. Um, but he's in a better place. He's in a way better place than and he deserves to be in a better place at the moment. He was a fucking character. Like he was a very joyful person. Somebody you would always have like one you would know a story about him. Like you have to like being part of his family. A lot of his stories about his upbringing, about like moving to the U.S. in his 30s, and his whole life story. Like I know so many stories because he's told me that shit so many times, and like I would take the opportunity to, like, after I would finish school, I would walk to my grandparents' house because they would live they don't live that far from my school, so I would walk and see them every week, man, and like just kind of just embracing and spending time a little bit with them, and then unfortunately, the that time has passed, with my grandfather, and it's just wild because like it's so unexpected, it's so like there's no way in hell. Like the last time he spoke to me, he was telling me to like to stay in school, to keep studying, to you reach your life goals, whatever you want to get in life done, you'll get it. You just have to work your ass off and just always get there. Get there at some point. There's gonna be fucking stepping stones. There's gonna be bricks trying to trip you up. There's gonna be fucking people ridicule you. There's gonna be things that are gonna come in your way and this and that, but you're ready for it. And when even if you're not ready for it, you're gonna be ready for it. It's gonna be ready for the moment. You're gonna be ready for the moment, and you just have to embrace it, right? Because that's how life is. And then I leave, and then I go to work, and then I get the message that my mom sends me, and he's in the hospital after collapsing again, because that was like the second time he collapsed in like a month. And at that point, the second time, I just knew, damn, this is not good. Like, this is not good. And already in my head, I was already like not thinking straight. And then the next day, I went to the hospital, and then that's when he passed, right? So yeah, like it wasn't the best way to end the year. I didn't think losing my grandfather would have kind of almost ended the year around. But man, I'm grateful, man, for everything he's done for me and everything he's done for the family. Because my God, he was super fucking important for my family, man. So fucking important, man. Man, he was. He really was. He really, he really was, man. Um, so man, rest in peace to my grandfather, man. This is dedicated to you. I will keep doing what you've told me to do. I'm gonna follow your footsteps. You told me, giving me your word, you're giving me your advice. You've given me everything you've said, and all the memories that I have about him will stay. They will stay for sure. And every day it's just gonna be a day to like improve and work on that for sure. And a lot of those steps will happen this year, next year in 2024. Um, for my grandfather, for the family, for myself, for just getting things done, working things better for me and for others. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be 2024, a year where change is gonna really apply for a lot of things, and still being me. I don't gotta change much about my personality. I can still be whoever the fuck I want to be, but there's things I gotta like start adapting and this and that. I haven't made my New Year's resolutions yet, like on a list. So I'll talk about that tomorrow. I'll do an episode tomorrow for my anticipated albums, anticipated movies, New Year's resolutions. I'll do that episode tomorrow. So for the first episode of 2024. But that is a goodbye for 2023. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed your 2023. And if it wasn't the best year for you, 2024 will be that fucking year for you. Promise. And if you don't think it will be, you got to change the mindset. Make it change it. You're the difference maker. You can make it happen. So just understand that. So yeah. Thank you, 2023. I appreciate all the little moments, all the moments, the good, the bad, this and that. So I'll see you guys next year in 2024. Peace out.